And we should be live. Let me go ahead and check. It says we are, but are we actually live? We shall see. Okay. Ad is playing. That's usually a good sign. Yes, we are in fact live. Awesome. Alright, hello everyone. Ace here. Welcome to today's live stream. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. And today we are back with some more Majora's Mask. So, the last video, we ended up doing a bunch of stuff in the lead up to Great Bay Temple. We're still going to be doing that again today, too. But I have figured out a few things I was wanting to do last time in any case. So, let's go ahead and get into it. So, we will be getting into Great Bay, but we will do a few heart pieces more that I didn't really figure out, and admittedly that is entirely my fault, so, you know. But, we'll get those done. How many heart pieces do I want to pick up? I could pick up... So I'm pretty sure there's at least... Okay, let's see... So we did do all of the title deed heart pieces, which is good. We can do now, just need to figure, yes, the Scarecrow. He's over here. We'll actually talk to him, get a heart piece, the other heart piece that we can get with him. Alright. But now that we have him able to remember that, we can get the first of the two heart pieces. Actually, wait, before I even do that, there is another heart piece I can potentially get in this area, but I can save that for later. So yeah, we'll start with there's two heart pieces to get, one at the Pirate Coast here area, and the other one. So the first one's going to be right over there somewhere. We'll need this. And then after that, we'll go and play, and then finally get the song part area done. So we'll be... Alright. I was hoping that... okay, we're good. Alright, now it's a simple matter of getting up here. There should be a heart piece up here in any case. Can I get up there from here? Yes, I can. I don't know that there's anything of note here. You drink energy drinks or just coffee? Both, admittedly. I also drink tea, so... Oh, we got a grotto here. There's a couple of things we can pick up. There we go. And then if all else fails, got that. And so now that those are cleared, alright, I like tea too, but I can't do coffee. Smells great, but tastes like dirt water when I drink it. Might as well get some milk while here. But yeah, coffee, it really depends with coffee. I can see why it's why a lot of people it's an acquired taste. It kind of is. Whoops. Let's fix that. So there we are. Now we don't get bothered by that anymore. So I have to go with energy drinks. Understandable. I don't go with them that often. It's really more of a I need beans. Yeah, I need beans for this part. Neat. Well, we could get that real quick and then be right back. Yeah, I got a bunch of coffee drinkers in my family, and they tell me just need the right stuff. The right stuff isn't much better. Yeah, fair. Oh, damn, I've never been here. Yeah. There should be a heart piece around there, so we'll just... Now, I was under the impression we needed the Scarecrow song. We still probably do. But it looks like what we also need is a bean. Alright, now that we've got them, we can go ahead and head back. There we are. Gonna have to come back next time I play. Put my time in to secure last night. Ah, fair enough. Alright. It looks like there's another little thing there too, so we'll see what that is. Alright, now all we have to do is get back to here, and then from there it's a simple matter of... Alright, we're good. Alright, now normally we would need basically fresh spring water in order to grow this. However, there is another way. And away we go. Oh, I see. Alright, now we're golden. Thank you. Heart piece acquired. And now, those seagulls here reminded me of Wind Waker and Link's sister. How much this inspired that? Yeah, right. That's a good question. How much inspired it? Yay! Alright. Now that we're done with that, we can go over here. Oh yeah, there was another heart piece I can get easily enough. So I might as well actually just go and get the heart pieces I need first, and then we'll play this again. Alright. Okay, here we go. There we are. And now that I know what to do here, we're good. There's another heart piece I could get, and it's actually for the beavers. All I had to do was challenge them again, and I would have gotten it. So I might as well. And then there's one more heart piece I know I can get, and it's in the Termina Field area. Maybe a second. I think it's one, though, so... This will put us at, if I can get all four, if I get 4 heart pieces though, that would put us at 15 hearts going into, Great Bay, which will be very nice, and that's actually going to be my plan. Okay, go in here. And there is another heart piece I can get after I beat this. But now that we have the song, that song. It works. Need to look up a list of hearts. I don't think I'm going to stick out the whole game hunting them from memory. Got other games I'm wanting to get them back to. Yeah, that's fair. Oh damn, I didn't do this either. That's okay. Now that we got the song... And he's taking credit for it. You're not thinking I'm stealing your song, do you? Gave us a heart piece to basically bribe us. Well, still, we got our second heart piece from that. No, I 100% this game back in 2010 with it, guys. I did 100% as well, a couple of times actually. Okay, we'll just head this way. Now, once we get into Great Bay Temple, I do know we're really going to want to go for those stray fairies once again here because the reward is extremely good. It basically reduces all damage to half, so you basically double your health pool doing that. Plus, if I'm trying to 100% it anyways, I might as well actually, 100% it. Radical thought. Alright, so these guys, like I said, should give us another heart piece. Which will be nice. Didn't quite have the range. Do now. Yeah, the range on these can be also another one of those wonky sorts of situations. So I'll just go over here. Perfect. I had to obtain it before the boss. I hate this water bottle. Yes. I don't know how I'm supposed to fight him, so I just end up spamming attacks until he's dead and take a lot of damage too. Well, I know in the 3DS version it is one of those ugly ones, but if you play the original version, I would argue the original version is generally the superior version of this boss. It's still not a good boss fight, but at least it's more... At least it's nowhere near as bad as the 3DS version. In fact, I'd argue pretty much all the bosses have... The only arguable exception is... The only arguable exception, I think, for bosses that are legitimately improved in the 3DS version is arguably Twin Mold. Alright, we'll do this. We'll get the hard version, which is another heart piece for us, I think. I think that's it. Maybe I'm misremembering this, though, so... I know they give us the bottle, but we already got the bottle, so... Alright, we're good there, we're good there. Alright, 5 more rings, then we'll beat this first stage. Then it is entirely my fault if it's the case that you were supposed to challenge him a 3rd time to get a heart piece. So we'll just do this. Boom. Alright. Sure, we'll try again. It's funny how actual garbage is among the most valuable things. Like, I think he's a regular MacGyver, this guy. To be fair, though, this is a world in which bottles are extremely rare, but the items that you can basically put in bottles is sold everywhere. So they're kind of a weird case of it's a commodity that is very valuable, legitimately so. But also very hard to but like I said, hard to come by as a result. Okay, we got that. So this is gonna be an easy enough win here, I think. Four more. Alright, let's see if we can actually get the... Is it going to give me a heart piece? No. I might have misremembered that, and we don't actually get a heart piece from these guys. Oh, here we go. We'll race him. Okay, the time limit is 1 minute and 50. 72. Alright, we'll do this again. It's actually 4 races that we have to do in total. That's okay. Oh. I mean, I won last time with a sizable margin, so we should be good regardless. We win this time with the additional 10 seconds shaved off, and should hopefully be fine. We might have issue with the heart piece version, with the actual heart piece race, but we'll see. But yeah, once we're done with this, if I can, I guess. We won that, alright. Or we got to there. And we won that. Okay, we'll race him again. Wait, do you go inside their dam? Or am I remembering a different game? You might be remembering a different one. Okay, then this should be our heart piece. At least this is a fun challenge for what it's worth. And now, doing it 4 times in a row is a little bit of a grind. Not too much of one, admittedly, but at the end of the day, we are playing this again when we probably, you know. Now, you are expected in the... this is one of those areas where the 3DS version also makes it worse in some respects because you're expected to because it uses energy. Okay. To actually do this. Now, Chateau Romane does fix that problem partially, but but it's still annoying to have to actually use your energy shield to actually be able to play this like you were supposed to in the original when you just do this. Okay, we're definitely gonna win this one too. Alright. I'm also noticing there's routes on this map you're not being allowed to explore. Boom. Let's see if they actually react to me showing up again. Like they'll dive into the water or something. Okay, there it is, yep. Now, I think from here, we'll just head back into Clocktown, because there is 2 potential heart pieces I can get, I think. I forget if I fought the P-Hat or not. And he is in one specific grotto, so if we go there, we'll be golden to fight him, and then that'll be an eat. And if that is one of the ones, then we should be fine. But I might have fought him before. We'll see. If I did, then that's fine. There's still another heart piece I believe I can get. I think he's over here. Yes. So let's see. Moment of truth. If this is a heart piece, then we're good to go. If not, then I'll just find the other one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I already win here. But there is another one. And it has to deal with where we found those. It has to deal with some of the other things we found. So if I remember correctly, in North Clocktown area, we had some special areas with the gossip stones here, and I think if we can get all the gossip stones to get this be the same color, that's how we get this heart piece. I think. Did you get the ones where you play songs? Yes, this is what I'm about to do right here. Alright. Apparently, we might have to play it as Deku Link. Now, I don't know where the other ones are, but I know they've got to be around somewhere. Maybe here. Yes. It's 2 in North. Neat. Same color, perfect. Okay, so it can't be there. It could be somewhere maybe around here. Might be one up here or something. Yeah, I think this is one. One east by the observatory. West is near the Milk Road. Okay. By the observatory. Let's head up here and find it then. Could be down there. But for now, let's check closer to the observatory just in case, because it makes sense. Yes. Oh, this is the... Okay. Alright, well, we don't have anything there. Ah, it might be this. Yes, there we go. It's by the fence, got it. And then for the fourth one, like we said earlier. Alright, we're good on that. Now, let's head back up. Then one's by Milk Road. I would assume it's over here. Could be in the... I think there's one in this little corner area around here as well, so... Not there. Could also be closer to the, where the Zora are located, so... Oh, it could be right here. Yes. And now that we got that, that should be another heart piece for us. So we'll have another heart container going into Great Bay. If I play my cards right, I could even potentially get... Alright, boom. So I think the play here is we're going to try to get the all-night mask by the end of this as well. So that does mean trying to clear Great Bay early enough to be able to do that. So but we should have time, I think. Absolute worst case scenario, we song a soar out of there and into here. I'm gonna have to look at the song again. Okay. Okay, we got it. But as far as I can tell, so we got the Scarecrow heart pieces done. We're going to be able to get this squared away. Ruby's head, serial numbers. I wonder how much your 5,000 of your 5,000 rubies is unique money. Yeah, that's a good question. So use a Great Bay after. You might. Considering a great amount of it was farmed, probably not that much of the 5,000, to be honest. But now, like I said, we've got... Oh, here we go, cutscene. Lol indeed. Seeing as so random... Well, it makes sense from a lore perspective. They were there to try to find... they were there to specifically try to get treasure and whatnot, so... That was part of their plan to go to this temple. And now we have this treasure chest, which should be the first of the fairies. Yep, we're good there. So I do think I am going to have to probably basically restart the or go back, leave from here eventually. But for now, we are doing reasonable. But I didn't catch what they wanted from here. Enough money to retire, basically. That's really what it boiled down to. They wanted to retire from piracy. Alright, that fairy's acquired. Darn. Oh well. Now I'm pretty sure we got more in here as well. Like over here should be a few. Or one. Well, we now have 3 of the fairies found, and that includes all of them from this room. Oh yeah, I have to activate this right here. So I'll admit, with these with the original version of the game with these switches, I always thought when I was a kid that those were actually fish switches, but instead that they were just damaged and therefore couldn't be. And because they were damaged, they fell in. But no, that is actually by design for this dungeon. So. No! You know that jump has ruined at least a few speedrunners' runs, too. Okay, almost made it miss again, but we're so far so good. There we go. We're now in. Powering this thing. Yes, it is. Now, there are going to be at least a couple of things we can do while we're in here. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of fairies that we can find. In this room. So we get all of them in this room. Work methodically, you know? Alright. How many do we have any left in this? Yes, we do. It's probably going to be one at the very bottom there, which is fine. We'll just go down there, get it, and then we'll be golden. Yeah. Okay. I want to stay roughly in the middle area. So we don't... Okay, we're good there. The little fishy here shows us where we're supposed to go. Alright, we're good on that. See what is up here. Alright, I know what I'm supposed to do there because I know what the item's gonna be over here. Somehow step on top of that. I bet you'd be able, yeah. I don't think I am actually able of climbing up. No, I'm not. So we might as well head back the way we came. Ah, a way out. Okay, now we go through all of these areas one at a time. Here's the next one. So nothing we can do in upstairs here, but we can. Alright, we'll just get the rest of these, see if there's any fairies in here. Probably not, but you never know. It's worth it having a look. That check is done. Actually, I'm being an idiot. They might throw me up. No, they didn't. I know with one of these, you're expected to actually let them grab you. That's one way of dealing with it. Will you do Ocarina of Time next? I have done it before, but I might do it again at some point. Who knows? It is a great game in its own right. Alright, come here, you little... I was hoping that would actually get us a reward, but... Oh, it did. It just took us a few seconds. Should do a 3-art challenge. Why not play the masterpiece that is relooted next? Someone would be playing it, yeah. When Goku said in Dragon Ball Z we should fight somewhere that isn't populated, what he meant was one of the servers for relooted. Now I do yes, okay. And I was correct on that assumption. Well, that's half the fairies, basically. Alright. Ding dong. Alright, there we go. We got a key. So that's something. And we can go over here. Now these things should actually have the ability to chase us over the water. He tried to get us, but he didn't quite, so that works. Now I think this gives us the treasure, the map. Could be the compass too, alternatively. Hopefully I can at least get all of the fairies. Okay, it's the compass. Hopefully I can at least get all the fairies before. Yeah, we already cleared this. Can't really quite go there yet. We're not supposed to in any case, so. Oh well, that's at least more money for us. Okay, so now that we've gotten that, I think... I think the next course of action is at this stage to reverse the flow. So we'll do that. There we go. Alright. Yes, I need to be able to activate that somehow. I forgot how. Well, hold on. Just wonder how the townsfolk aren't all deaf if the bells are loud enough for you to hear them here. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that only works halfway for us. So what I need to do is activate that, and then we'll be... I think you're missing something still. Yes, I think you're right. Alright, I do think you are very correct. So we need to find out where this originates. And then we turn on that pump, and then we'll be... Pump's at the very bottom. There's the green pump as well, which goes into there for some... Okay. So I think the secret is we missed some... I went into the wrong one. Actually, wait. I'm being silly. Because I do have a way to get over there. All I need is the hook shot. I missed this a little bit, so that is 110% my fault there. That's okay, though. We got the spout to the right is, as you walked in here, isn't activated yet. Correct. Well, now that we have the map, we are good to go on that front. I just need to figure out if there's an easy way to... Little too slow. But I almost had him. Well, I got him, but he got me back, so, you know. I might be able to make that jump as Zorlink. I know he jumps a little bit further. Yes. But he will not be making that jump, so that's fine. Well, at least we now have the map. And with that... I'll just head in here. We have the key, so we can now go over there. I think that's where we get our ice arrows in any case, so we're making decent enough headway. And how many fairies are we up to now? 8 or 9? 8. So we're still most of the way through. We're most of the way through that. No fairies in here. I suppose one good thing about doing it in this order is that with this dungeon of all, you kind of have a halfway point where you, once you're done with everything on the first half, you just do the second half, you're good. Okay. And the first of the mini-bosses. We're going to have to fight another one in order to really finish this, but that's okay. Alright. Time to fire arrow his ass. Spent almost the entire cycle in this dungeon. I have almost no idea how to efficiently path it. Love this symbol, almost all water symbols in the Zelda games. Certainly has a mood and atmosphere to it. Correct! So, I think the part of the secret with this one we have... Okay. Okay, that has done a decent enough damage, I think, to them to... Oh, we even are now just damaging the eye directly from the sheer amount of explosions that we're using. Cool. Now we should have a clear opening. Ooh. A clear opening into hitting the eye directly. If it'll... Damn it. Alright. Come on. Ah! Well, now he's got even... Now his eye is much more exposed. Alright. Okay, we now have an opening, I think. And while we're at it, time for some Romani. Actually, we'll put it there. We'll have the blast mask be used. Stand in here and advertise for clear eyes. Yeah, I know. Alright, now he's dead. That should get us ice arrows. And from there, we can now do a lot of shit. Okay. We just need another 7 more fairies, and then we've got it for that. Now this is all we really need to technically be able to access. I mean, I know some people said you can technically access the owl at Econo Canyon without this, but I would say with this, it's kind of a... Okay, all we have to do is freeze his ass and we're golden. Make sure there's no fairies in any of these locations. No. Just as I'm climbing up, of course. Oh well. Ah, you asshole. Okay. That's fine. Now that this is active, now we can do the rest of this. Giving him the cold stare. Yeah. Eyes, arrows. Yeah. And now that we're done with this room, we can head back in. Oh yeah, this also gets us access to the area upstairs, since we can now freeze that. You probably should. I think that's what we'll do. We'll first make sure we've cleared out absolutely everything there is to clear out in this area before we deal with trying to switch things up here. Now that freezes that. Okay, I'm gonna probably, once it hits 11, or I'm gonna at least before midnight, play Song of Soaring. Actually, I probably should just Song of Soar out of here right now, which is what I'm going to do. I'll Song of Soar out of here right now. We'll defeat the thief. Those Octorok snipers are deadly. Or snipers, yeah. Or snipers, okay, yeah, they are. Okay, now we'll just... That way we can get the all-night mask. We get the all-night mask, that'll be another thing done. From there, we'll be able to get a couple of heart pieces from that, eventually. Alright. So we defeated a couple of... So we made it a good chunk of the way through. We will still do the temple before we do... we'll still do the Great... or get the Great Fairy situation sorted there before we finish the boss. So we'll have to make a third trip eventually, but... Hey, every little bit helps, I guess. Is he still here? Yes. We arrived just in the nick of time, basically. Man, I forgot to get the thief and waited all day for the all-night mask. Couldn't get. Yeah, you have to make sure to get him, or else he Curiosity Shop will just have the bomb bag, so to avoid that, get this guy when you can, basically. How much longer do we have till he is... Okay, her little bit here is about to start. Who do I even have left on this here? One person that I've not talked to yet, and I don't remember who. Maybe Sakon himself. Alright, so she should be showing up any second. We just defeat this dude again. Get out of here. Alright, he's done. If you can do that now, you can totally... Is this game fun if you don't know anything and play without the walkthrough? Yeah, it is fun. It does give you little hints here and there of what you're supposed to do. And the gossip stones are basically hint guides in this game as well. So, and to get them, all you have to do is finish the swamp spider house. Because that gives you Lens of Truth. And from there, use the gossip stones, and there you go. It's exactly like being Bill Murray in Groundhog's Day. Yeah. Alright, we're good. Back, here we go. To learn people's schedules and then be there to witness their events. Correct. And the other thing is, you have to remember that the game gives you the little bomber's notebooks. Oh, that's another little helpful guide. So if we actually look here, it shows you everyone's schedules and when you have to meet them to get the items and whatnot that you're needing. So, yeah. I still forget who that is, so we'll find out eventually. And the good news here... Like I said, the play here is we're going to just go straight over. Oh, no you don't. And we made it. So now we'll just get the last of the fairies from this room, I guess. Before we swap everything. Ooh, okay. Alright. I'm going to assume that there's a fairy associated with defeating this. Come here, you little... Or not. Okay. That's okay, though. We'll be able to just... Because we now have a run of the place. Because we aren't on any timer aside from making sure to avoid getting the moon to crash on us. So we can go get the all-night mask on the third night, no problem. Okay. Now have that done. We can now start using our ice arrows as needed. I have to start rearranging how I... Okay. So I will place the mask down there for now. Which is going to be a little bit of a learning experience. That's usually where I place... Come on, Link. No, he can't climb on it. Damn it. Yeah, well. Okay, what we can do... do that. Alright, boom. Now the water can flow there. There should be at least one fairy, maybe more in here, so... we get those. We got ourselves... ah, okay, so I just need to stand right... no! Maybe I can climb up as Zora Link or something. Come on! Okay, fine. We'll have to do this again. Slowly. But yeah, you really want to go in there because there are fairies up there, so... that's aside from the money that's also there. Okay, this ain't gonna work, so let's do that. Oh, I went the wrong way. Damn it. Okay. Well, time to go the right way. Is there anything? Okay, so I'll probably do is leave, come right back. That should hopefully replenish the items. So I can replenish my arrows. My arrow, well, what really needs to be replenished is my energy. If I can get that replenished, we'll be golden. There we are. So now we're good. Alright, so there is going to be a fairy in here. We just have to climb up here to get to it. Simple enough. Alright, you're getting hit with an arrow. No! Ah! Oh. I am an idiot. Okay. Can climb on iceberg, but it's kind of wonky. Yeah. Okay, now we got a ferry. So now we have 9 out of the 15. That's good. That puts us within the territory of all the way up here. Okay, so I'm noticing a problem, and I will fix that problem. That problem is, it does go through here, but it doesn't actually seem to... Come on. Okay, stop. There we are. Got it. Ah, here. Okay. I know what to do here. Come here. So you might notice this is a blue chew. Doesn't have anything inside of it. It's just a blob of water. Means, since it is just a blob of water, that's all it takes to do that. Basically, you can only climb on it as it sinks. Great design. Creation of ice objects seems pretty complex for them. Cool, they got it to where... Yeah, it is pretty cool. Now, is there any fairies in here? No. Which is actually probably a low-key blessing. Now that we have that part done, it's a simple matter now of getting the rest of the dungeon complete. Alright, now that that's done, this should be a simple enough matter. Yeah, you're right. I could have low-key sworn that. This requires a fire arrow. It's been forever since I've used one of those. But we'll be using it here, alright. Well, no, it hasn't been that forever. It's only been the sub-boss. We're gonna face another mini-boss here, and this is where we are going to end up having to... here we go. And this guy is the one we're going to have to go ahead... Ooh. Alright, he's gonna regret this. Secret is not letting the guy... Alright, just have to get him while he... There we go. So this is going to be part of the Dongaro thing too, and actually looking at it, I realized... Okay, there's no fairies in here. No fairies in here. We now have the boss key. Ah, just like Dev's mom. Just a blob of nothing, water with nothing inside of it. Great, yep. A very strong hint. And yet another case of the game hating the color blue. The blue dog always loses. The blue chew does nothing. And what was the other thing that we found out that... Oh yes, and the blue mask you never shoot in the Oceanside Spider House. So this game just hates the color blue for some reason. Okay, now I'm curious as to why... It looks like there is something else I need to do because the green thing is not on. So I'm gonna figure out what that is real quick. Ah, there's another little area I need to hit first. Except I can't, but that's okay. Because I think I know what needs to happen. We do need to reverse the flow in order for this to work. Okay. Well, now that we have everything we need on, we just go straight into this. Like I said, reverse the flow. We'll be good from there. Oh, I can't really just jump up there. Neat. Okay. I can, but it just has to be over there. Alright. That one was just RNG. I had to shoot the blue mask. Interesting. It might be tied to your character's name or something. I don't know. So how am I supposed to? So I see the hook shot there, but I don't know if I got the range for that. I mean, I can have a look. Oh, I do. Well, when in doubt, check first, I guess. Okay. Well, we now know what to do here. Oh, I can just, yeah. I'm being silly. So yeah, there is another heart piece once we finish this, and that heart piece, all we have to do is... It might actually... it's a little late for me to do the Dongaro thing, so I'll just do that. Dongaro's, I guess, will get his own special stream, just because of how obnoxious it is anyways. Okay, now that we've reversed the flu, we can continue. Spent 10 minutes trying to jump on things in this room because I didn't see the hook shut yet. That only took me one full day. Yeah, but it's annoying enough a side quest. I think it warrants its own thing, you know. Okay, we'll do this one first. No! Wait a second. This is a new area. And this is a new opportunity. Let's make use of it. I know there's going to be fairies in here, it's for sure. There. Now we're up to 200 plus rupees. Okay. Here we are. Well, the good news is, pipe leaks, it's not going to ruin anything. Imagine having maintenance this simple. Yeah, that would suck. Okay, I know there's a ferry down there. Question is how to get to... Ooh, there's another one possibly right up there. Okay. Well, that's Ferry 10. Ah, okay. Can I hit it from here? No. I can probably do it from right here. And that means there's only 4 ferries left. Take that. Pipe leaking might actually cause some of the machinery to foul up, though, because of, you know... But I can especially see the maintenance being a problem with you having to freeze and unfreeze the pipes. Holy shit, that would be... I guess you could argue it's going to be a by design sort of situation, but still it's a design that is... ouch. Okay. Okay, now we just... boom. Then from there... restart it, I guess. See how high we go. Alright, freezing pipes is always a great idea. Well, the good news is, yeah. Ah, this makes it convenient. Now, we just have to refreeze the pipes again. Because this is a genius design of engineering, if you ever seen one before. Boom. Alright, we are now... I'm sure there's going to be a couple more fairies in this room, so... That's 12. We just need another 3 more and we're golden. And there might be another one here. You never know. Nope, does not look like it. That's okay though. Metal loves being frozen and heated rapidly. Oh, don't you know? Of course it does. Ah, I see. I'm an idiot. Well, let's do this. Okay, yeah, it's over there. Now we've reversed, we'll be able to add this flow back on. And this should give us access also to a couple of other things we can do. So, yeah. I don't care. Maybe Zorlin can... Yes. That's going to be another fairy over there, I think. So that should be fairy number 13. Yep. 2 more. Time to freeze the pipes. And we'll reheat them once we get up here. Only have 2 more pipes to 2 more fairies, sorry. 2 more fairies, and then we'll be good on that. Needs a brother to play on the teeter-totter when you have ice arrows. Yep. Indeed. Alright. Since I do have people asking me to do Ocarina of Time, even though I've already played it before for the stream, would you guys object to me actually doing that just for the sake of it? Let's see. I've already cleared out that. So we just have this room here. I think we've got everything else. So there better be 2 fairies in this area, or else we're going to be in trouble. Alright, this is now open. Yep, there is one right there. if this is not enough, then we have screwed up somewhere. And then if we screwed up somewhere, we're in trouble. Hopefully this is not... Okay, good. The last one is also in here somewhere. All we have to do is find it. It's probably in one of these here. Oh wait, yeah, it's there. Okay. Now all I have to do is get its attention. Then we'll be good to go to basically just leave here, get the... Yeah. Leave here, get the upgrade, then we can come back. Alright. Alright, when we turned the water back on during the spring, it blew up piping and sprayed everything we storing the flash house with. Yeah. So now, we'll get the upgrade, defeat the boss, then from there, we get into Ikana Canyon, activate that owl statue, and then I think that, and also of course, get the all-night mask, and then that is where we will call the stream. I think that's exactly what how it should go. So not long now. I'm not sure. I forget my work was it has a training meeting in 30 minutes. So I thought I was clear to hang out until the end of the stream. Oh damn. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Sorry to hear, man. But we are getting... Alright. But yeah, we are getting close to the very end of this, I think. Because we just need to fight the boss. Okay. Getting the Great Fairy's help here will be excellent. Oh yeah, there's a little mini game we can do here too, I forgot about. It's a good thing we have the time. Okay. And here we go. We're gonna get our defense upgrade. There is that mini game we can play with the fisherman, which we will do also, so I'll do that too. Fairies belong in the jar. Ah, here we go. Fence has been strengthened. Enemies now do half as much damage as before. So before the jars became anonymous terms, I know. Alright. I mean, I could play Song of Soaring if I was that lazy and just teleport back over there, but since I'm not... True, but that just makes your original statement more funny. Yes, it does make it more funny. So I know there's going to be... I'm counting the heart pieces. So Don Garrow's mask. So, okay. This here will put us at 16. The other boss will put us at 17 hearts, and then the other thing, then the moon heart pieces will put us at 18 hearts. So we still need 8 heart pieces left to go. So the all-night mask gets us 2. Don Garrow's mask gets us another one. And Couple's Mask gets us another one on top of that. So that accounts for 4 of them. And you've got the Fisherman minigame. That accounts for another heart piece. On top of that, there's a couple more. The Beneath the Well, or the well area, should give us another one if I remember correctly. Icona Castle should give us another one. And I know there's... Oh, actually, what am I doing? I need to be down here. I think there's another one we get, or a couple of others we get from minigames in Icona Canyon, so that should help us out significantly there. So yeah, I think we are pretty much all set to get all the heart pieces too while we're at it. I'll do the Fisherman game tonight on this stream too, like I said, as part of it. There might be the Poe thing we can do. I don't know if we can do it this or during a later area, but Don Garrow's is probably... I'm actually probably going to do it alongside the cafe thing, because it gives us something to do in between some of the parts of the cafe side quest. And all we have to really do is defeat a mini-boss in here, defeat a mini-boss in Woodfall, as well as Adola, and then defeat Goat, and then we're golden. Well, Relooted was mentioned earlier. This stream has 1/3 the active viewers as that game has for active players! Yes! The thing is, that's probably top players numbers too for it. That is probably its all-time peak too at that stage. That is how abysmally Relooted apparently is doing. So defeating this boss isn't that bad. It's just more annoying than anything, but as far as boss fights, it's not a bad... It's not the worst thing from 3D Zelda games by far, but... Part of it could be, again, this is a case of the game was made. So all you have to do is this, and we can also avoid getting eaten. Ah, he ate me. Damn it. Well, it's gonna be... Holy shit, it was a whole heart, so... Yeah, he eats 2 hearts, apparently. That's not good. So yeah, you can only hit him when he is about to attack you. Neat. No, you don't, you little bastard. Alright, we got him. And now the second phase of this boss begins. This shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, you still have to just... Ah! He ate us, damn it. No, you don't. Oh, shit. He ate me. Again. Well, we still have another milk. Or another helping of milk. Alright, he tried. And now he's dead. And there we go. Found a new... Just saw 57 in a video title. Well, didn't check the charts myself. Found a bit of a safe zone under his belly. Yeah. Looted was... Yeah. But remember, guys, the progressives are still at the advantage, so they say. Or try to make you believe. It's not totally going completely and utterly disastrously for them. Alright, we now have Georg, or Georg. Power of raw milk. Indeed. Thing is, as they are terrible, something terrible will happen to this world. Surely you're the only ones who can stop it. So was trying to tell us. Help our friend. They are rallying this year. Gotta keep the pressure up so they don't recapture the culture. They aren't really rallying much. I mean, the best they've done is the whole Imuryu situation, which is get a person that has been apparently so divorced from politics that they legitimately thought a bend-the-knee statement was a good idea at this time. I think the gods can permit that. Yeah. Alright. Now, we play the game. Oh, yeah, I could probably do something in here, too. I don't have any sticks, but that doesn't really matter when you've got fire arrows. And plus, we kind of needed fire arrows to shoot this far anyways. Alright. There might be another thing. This might be a heart piece sort of situation. Wait for me, my use. Two, three. Damn, doesn't it? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Your song done in time for the concert. You did great, even without any practice. You really are a musical genius. Wonder if he reacts differently since I'm the one that taught him the song. I've written a great song, just be patient. Showed that to me without showing it to him. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting more of a backlash than previous years, but it's the fact that they tried it all that's got me. Well, with the progressives, the thing is, you have to remember, these people aren't really, they're not really focused on any sound logic, because that's actively against the ideology of leftist dogma at this stage. It is more about emotion and how they feel about shit. So, I would argue that is, as far as strategic, from a strategic standpoint, that is a massive weakness. And because I would argue that that is a massive weakness, I see no objections with basically using their own little weaknesses against them when it makes sense. And their emotional incontinence is definitely up there on that front. That said, as far as why they decided to do it as late as this, well, it's one of the very few tactics that they've had. It's one of the tactics that they've had that has had success for them in the past. So of course they're going to keep trying it. Sword and that. Jump to the island that has the lit torch. If you can jump to it before the torch goes out, you'll get 1 point. 20 or more points within the time limit, you'll get a big prize, but it'll cost you 20 rupees for one shot. Yeah, okay. Ah, damn it. Alright. Oh shit, that was close. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Alright, we're making headway, even though... Alright, we're doing really good, I think. Well, we definitely already got the heart piece at this stage. We're just trolling the shit out of him now, and it feels kind of cruel. We just have to make sure to avoid falling off the platform, I guess. Can we make it to 50? Oh, we can make it to 45, though, I think. Wow, they gave you a lot of time. Yeah, not very cash money to miss twice. I like saying things I don't fully believe just to yeah. Yeah, that was a little too easy, my man. Well, that's alright. It's a good idea. He just has to get a little bit more of them. And it might give you an automatic fail if you fall off, too, is the other thing. So, we've got ice arrows. We got that heart piece. You know what? I could just do the Don Garo thing here and now. I am very tempted to. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of annoyance to actually go back to that one area once, but we can get it done, then we'll be good. Came all this way looking for me. Not say a thing. Is it true? But I heard that it was still winter in the mountains. So definitely go to the mountains. So let us meet again. All right. Yeah, we'll do the Don Garo quest line real quick because screw it. Back to Zora Cape. Talk to the one frog, which should be easy to actually talk to, I think. Because we should still be able to get in there. And that is one of the dungeons already completed for the task. Just need to beat the frog in the Swamp Temple, then thaw them out. Yeah. Well, correction. There is one more frog I need to get, and he is in the, There is one more frog I need to get within the dungeon there, so I do absolutely need to do that. I do need to clear Woodfall, because there is one more frog left that I would have to get even then. No! Because we got the frog in Woodfall, sure, but we have to clear the swamp to get another frog to show up in the swamp. And then we clear out the mountain, and then we'll finally be good. And let's be clear, the main reason I'm doing it now is because it could be annoying enough to get its own quest or own stream, but we do actually have the time, for one. And two, okay, we go into here. No! Oh, this room. Okay. I'm just gonna Song a Swarm back out of here. Cleared it for my convenience. Don't think you need to clear the boss, but I'll to get the frog. I think you actually do, because there is a frog on one of the things. I distinctly didn't see him show up. Unless so I do think we actually have to clear it. All right. No! Okay, we'll do it one more time. Ah! Okay, the frog should be in here. Maybe it's just poison around him. Frog is there, you say? Okay, we'll try it, and if he doesn't show up, then we'll know. But if he does show up, then at least I only have to clear the frog. I don't have to full clear it, basically. And with the boss fight being, or with that mini boss fight being the way it is. Hey, Froggy. Yes, I did come here looking for you. Alright, so I'm actually going to do Southern Swamp, or go to Southern Swamp before I actually go there. Yell at me for the next week for being wrong. Wonderfully designed temple. Yeah. Technically, I could make a much more reliable way of getting to him, but by reversing the flow again, but I don't particularly want to. So, instead, Southern Swamp it is. I don't think he's gonna be there. If he is, though, then hey. But I don't think he is. So he should show up. Wait, I think I hear him. I do hear him. Could be background noises, though, just, you know. So we need to be... Alright, let's see what fresh hell awaits us. So he's... Alright, so that monkey is just programmed to... You can also walk in this water. Yeah. So he should be up here somewhere. There! Okay, okay. You know what? I will give you this one. I am 110% wrong. I will grant... I concede. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I thought it... Okay, now that we got that one cleared... See, I thought the water he was in was in a poisoned area, but I guess not. Yeah, was it wrong? Okay, I really have to... Alright. Well, hopefully the training goes well for you. I'm going to try to be quick on this so we can get... Stay around for the vindication. It's understandable. Yeah. Okay, I was like 90% sure. I thought so too originally. I don't know why I misremembered it, but yeah. I guess I had trouble seeing him earlier in one of the earlier cycles, and I thought he therefore wasn't there. So I don't know why. Oh well. But now we can find out where... So it has to be the room where the arrows can be found. We might have to basically... Alright, so it actually remembered I was in the air and about to jump. Or in the process of jumping. Neat. I don't know if I need a key or not to get over there. I might. If not, then at least that means... Okay, yeah, we absolutely need our keys back. Unfortunate. I have an idea. Let's see if I can use fire arrows to activate that one and that one at the same time. All right. Ah, okay. And there's that. Now we'll head. This should be one of the... There we go. No, there we don't go. Alright, so that probably was where we got the arrows last time. Do we need the arrows? Let's see if we can rush over here pretty quickly. There we go. So I'm hitting everything but the one I need. What do you think about the theory that Link is dead in MM? Well, I actually did mention this before in one of the earlier streams, so I can give you the answer right here. I don't actually think that it's canon that he's dead as far as theories. And there is evidence to suggest he is very much alive in the events of this game. The biggest evidence being Twilight Princess, because in the lore of Twilight Princess, the hero of time is actually one of the ancestors of the character that you end up fighting in that game. So it might be the boss key that we need to get, and I think that might be what this room is for. Yes. All right. Alright, we'll defeat him again. Now he's back to being a normal frog, and we can now clear the mountains, and then we'll have the entire Dongaro side quest done. Alright. But yeah, the sheer fact that Link, the hero of time Link from Ocarina, as well as Majora's, was clearly alive long enough to have descendants, is kind of proof that he doesn't die in this game. So now, off to Snowhead. We do the Dongaro side quest there. Technically, we could actually get away with doing that. I'm clearly way too used to. There we go. So now we'll go ahead and deal with him. Once Goat is crushed, we'll then be able to do this the last of this. And then from there, yeah, we'll have an opening straight into Ikana. So that just means the Ikana Well and the Ikana Castle, probably in one sweep. And then we get Stone Tower. Stone Tower is definitely going to involve its own cycle because it is such a legendary. Could do the cafe side quest too. So I'm probably going to do Romani Ranch again and the cafe side quest just to show what. I think that's a good way to go about it. Now, I'll probably be the very final cycle. Well, no, I can't do it that way. Because the cafe mask itself gives you a heart piece as its reward. You can only get that during a new cycle. And I want to 100% the game, so... we'll fight Goat again. Means that Link isn't some form of redead. Yeah. Alright, we can wake up Goat again, kill him again. This is easily the most times I've... I think, yeah, this is easily the boss you will fight the most during a full run of this game. For multiple reasons. What's that? You missed? We messed him up pretty good there already. Oh, he is screwed. Almost got him with the butt hit. That would have been hilarious if that was what killed him. Well, he's dead either way. Gotta love that forced damage against this boss if you don't know that he can hit you during this cutscene, yeah. Now we're good. And now we can do the Dongero. Long winter has ended in the spring, huh? Okay. All of that for a single heart piece, gentlemen. And that's why I say the Dongero's mask is actually the worst mask in the whole game, so... Or it's at least the weakest mask, because it's an item mask, and that's the... You know, I don't know. The Gorman Brothers one is also pretty lame too, though, so... It's definitely really close. If I had to pick the... If I had to pick two weakest masks in the entire game, those two would definitely be them. Okay, we can now leave. Technically, I could get the Gibdo mask. But I want to save that for when I actually do Ikana Canyon proper. Mask with the singular purpose of giving you a heart piece. Well, it's not even that. Like, there are other masks that exist in the game to give you a singular heart piece. There's actually a number of them. It's the work that you have to put in to get that singular heart piece on top of the mask. Because if you think of it, the postman's hat does give you a single heart piece, as well as technically a single rupee every single time you use it. However, that mask... Technically, all you have to do is walk up to a mailbox and you get the heart piece, or the actual money from getting the mail done. So that's one right there. The couple's mask does also give you a singular heart piece on its own, but you get the cafe side quest. The Camaro mask, another one that gets you a single heart piece. Same with the Keaton mask. Yeah, there's a couple of masks in this game that do absolutely exist just to give you a single heart piece. But to get the Keaton mask, all you have to do is answer a couple of questions correctly. To get the Camaro mask, all you have to do is use it in front of the dancers during the night. It's fine enough, I guess, but with how central masks are in this game, that makes it feel much worse. Yeah. And it's not just that. The other issue is the fact, I guess it is the amount of work. Now, when it comes to utility masks, that's another kettle of fish as well. And I think the Gorman Troop mask is definitely amongst the weakest. And is another really strong contender for worst mask in the game. The reason why in that case, though, is because I actually activate this. Neat. The biggest reason for it is that the Gorman mask only becomes useful in one very specific little side quest that you have to beat once before you can even use it. So it's only really good on repeat playthroughs, basically. Only good is a relative term, I should say. I suppose the worst part of Don Garo questline is the glorified collectathon you need to repeat if you run out of time or forget where the frogs are. Yeah. See if he's got any maps I can maybe use. Well, we already have all the maps. So there is zero reason to actually talk with this guy. That's the well there. There is another little thing I believe we can do here. Yeah. Spirit House. This could be another heart piece here, I think, so. Alright, so yeah, we just have to make sure to survive. And we have 3 minutes, and this is going to be an easy one. Well, we got one of them. Alright, we'll figure out which one is the right one correctly this time. Oh, you poor fool. Well, this will get us at least another heart piece. Okay. So that minigame's done. Well, that'll put us at... So if I get one more heart piece, and I know where a couple of them are. So there's one at the well, one at Kana Castle itself, and then there's the couple's mask, and then the 2 all-nighter masks. So yeah. I could go through either of these. I think this is actually over there is where the Great Fairy is. Way too close to the Gibdos. Let's avoid that. Yep, I was correct. Alright. I think the biggest flaw of the dead Link theory is that there is no point to Link being dead. I mean, that's part of it, I suppose, but like I said, the biggest flaw, in my opinion, though, is still that there is very clear evidence that Link survives long enough to have descendants, and for that to happen, he obviously has to be an adult, which means he can't die here in Majora's Mask, because he's not an adult in this, so... Okay, there we go. So we'll just get our stuff here. The usual couple of 100 rupees that we'll need. We'll wait till third night, or basically just speed it using double song of time. I don't think there's anything else of particular note I can do to get additional heart pieces right now. So I did the P-hat thing. I did the... I did the beaver race to get that one. And P-hat was actually done before this stream in any case. And then I also did, on top of that, the other stuff that we could potentially need. So yeah, we should be completely good for the heart pieces for right now. And yeah, the moment we get even a single one more, we will have more than enough. We'll have another heart container at that stage, which will put us at 17 hearts. Then from there we go. So that'll get us 17 hearts. The boss will give us up to 18 hearts. The four that we have to face, or the 4 heart pieces from the moon, or 4 heart pieces from the moon, gives us 19 hearts. So yeah, from there we only need... There. We only need 4 heart pieces from there. And I know where at least 3 of them are. The couple's mask and the all-night mask. As well as... Oh, wait. I know where 4... Yeah, so I know where all of the remaining heart pieces are now. So... Because we just got the one in the well area. We got the one in Akana Castle itself. Then we got the couple's mask and all-night mask. Alright. And now we are good on money. Cthulhu says, yeah, death is a very central theme in this game, both as a driving force, moon and prep, and as power-ups, masks from certain people. Outside of those two factors, Link has no connection to death and does not perform any feats that would require him to be dead. The guy trapped as a kid marrying his adult lover always creeped me out. I think the curse gets broken as part of the lore at some point, I would assume. I think the curse gets broken by you defeating Majora. So I think he does actually turn back in. So I think Cafe does actually turn back into an adult. Alright. Now we'll get ourselves the all-night mask, and that will be the end of it. For use at bedtime. I forgot when this mask was made. Sure, it's a free mask. When you put it on, you can try to fall asleep, but you won't be able to. Pretty creepy, huh? This is a mask I need for work. I could pull a 16-hour shift at work and not have any issues whatsoever. Won't let you drift off even if you want to. I could make so much overtime out of that. Let's give him a half a glass of milk. He'll probably give us 5 rupees for it. Yeah. Well, this milk has been partially drank, but... And you can have a fairy. Wasn't this mask meant in lore meant as a torture device? It would be so bad for your body that yes, it would. Probably not quite as bad as as the methods I currently have for staying awake for a full 16 if I decide to pull one. But yeah, it'd still be pretty bad, I'd say. You're right. Now that you mention it, it does kind of resemble a torture device, what you'd expect in terms of its design. But yeah, so I think we're good to go ahead and call it. We have been at it a little over 2.5 hours, so I think this is the perfect time. So yeah, this has been Ace. I hope you've enjoyed watching me play some more Majora's Mask as much as I've enjoyed playing it, and I hope to see you all again soon. Until then, take care. Ace out. Alright, we're good to go.